Vivian slammed the door of her apartment, her heart pounding like a drum in a silent room. The phone in her hand felt like a grenade, the screen still glowing with the damning messages she just uncovered. Rain, her fiancé of 2 years, exchanging flirty texts with someone named Alex, complete with heart emojis and late-night meetup plans. How could this be happening? Right when they were planning their wedding, the one thing Vivian thought would solidify their love against the world's judgments. She paced the living room, her mind racing back to how it all started. It was 3 years ago in Seattle, at a bustling coffee shop where Vivian worked as a barista to pay for her graphic design classes. Rain walked in one rainy afternoon, her black leather jacket dripping water, ordering a black coffee with a smile that cut through the gray day like sunlight. Vivian remembered the spark instantly, the way Rain's eyes lingered, the casual conversation that stretched into hours. "You're not like the others," Rain had said, her voice low and sincere. "You see people really see them." Vivian had blushed, feeling seen for the first time in years. But now, staring at those messages, Vivian wondered if it had all been a lie. Her thoughts spiraled inward. Was I too trusting? Did I ignore the signs because I wanted this so badly? The apartment they shared felt suffocating, every corner holding memories of laughter and whispered promises. Rain was due home any minute, and Vivian had to decide. Confront her or pretend nothing happened. The weight of it crushed her. She'd fought so hard for this relationship, against her conservative family's disapproval, against the whispers at work. Her mother, Evelyn, had called it a phase when Vivian came out at 22, refusing to acknowledge Rain even after they got engaged. "You'll regret this, Vivi," Evelyn had warned during their last tense dinner. "Society isn't ready, and neither are you." Vivian sank onto the couch, clutching the phone. The betrayal stung deeper because Rain knew Vivian's history, her ex, Sarah, who had cheated and left her broken. "I'll never do that to you," Rain had vowed one night, holding Vivian close after a nightmare. Yet here it was, evidence of deceit. Vivian's mind screamed for answers. Why Alex? Who was she? A colleague from Rain's marketing firm? Or someone from her past? Rain had always been the charismatic one, drawing people in with her effortless charm, while Vivian was the quiet artist, content in the shadows. The door clicked open and Rain stepped in, shaking off her umbrella. "Hey babe, traffic was a nightmare. You okay? You look pale." Vivian's throat tightened. She held up the phone, her voice trembling. "Who's Alex, Rain? And why are you planning to meet her tonight?" Rain's face drained of color, her eyes widening in shock. "Viv, it's not what you think. Let me explain." But Vivian wasn't ready for explanations. The hurt boiled over into anger. "Explain? You've been lying to me. We're supposed to get married in 3 months. Rain dropped her bag, stepping closer, but Vivian backed away. "Alex is just a friend from work. Those messages, they were joking around. Nothing happened." Vivian laughed bitterly, tears streaming down. "Joking? With hearts and can't wait to see you? Do you think I'm stupid?" Inside, Rain's mind churned with panic. "How do I fix this? I never meant to hurt her, but Alex was pulling me in, offering something exciting amid the wedding stress." Rain had grown up in a liberal family, but even they questioned her choice to settle down so young. Her father, Marcus, had said, "Marriage is a big step, kid. Make sure it's not just to prove a point." The argument escalated, voices rising as old grievances surfaced. Vivian accused Rain of taking her for granted, of flirting her way through life without consequences. Rain shot back. "Maybe if you weren't so insecure you'd see it's nothing." The words hung like poison, and Vivian felt a crack in her soul. Was she insecure? Years of hiding her identity, of enduring slurs from strangers, had left scars. But this was from the person she loved most. By midnight, they sat in silence, the air thick with unspoken regrets. Vivian's thoughts raced. Should I call off the wedding? Tell my family and face their "I told you so"? Rain stared at the floor, her own inner turmoil brewing. "I've screwed up, but losing Vivian would destroy me. What if this is the end?" The night stretched on, decisions looming like shadows. As dawn broke, Vivian made a choice. "We need to talk to someone," she said softly. "A counselor, maybe." Rain nodded, relief flickering in her eyes. But deep down, both knew this was just the beginning of a storm. Vivian's family would find out eventually, and the societal pressures they dodged would crash down. For now they clung to fragile hope, unaware of the betrayals yet to come. Rain reached for Vivian's hand, but Vivian pulled away. "Not yet," she whispered. The distance between them felt like miles, and Vivian wondered if they could ever bridge it. Her mind whispered doubts. Is love worth this pain? The answer eluded her as the day began, carrying them into uncertainty. The counseling session started awkwardly, the therapist's office in downtown Seattle feeling too clinical for their raw emotions. Dr. Ellis, a middle-aged woman with kind eyes, asked them to share their sides. Vivian went first, her voice steady but laced with hurt. "I found the messages and it shattered me. I've given everything to this relationship, fought my family for it." Rain shifted uncomfortably, her thoughts racing. "I have to own this," but admitting it fully might push her away forever. Rain confessed. "It was more than joking. Alex and we kissed once after a work party. I was drunk, stressed about the wedding. But it meant nothing." Vivian's world tilted. A kiss? The revelation hit like a punch, tears welling up. "Nothing? How can you say that?" Dr. Ellis intervened, urging them to explore the roots. For Vivian, it traced back to her upbringing in a strict Catholic household in Boston, where her parents viewed her sexuality as a sin. Moving to Seattle at 20 was her escape, but the guilt lingered. "I thought Rain was my safe place," she admitted inwardly. "Why does love always come with conditions?" Rain's story unfolded differently. Raised in Portland by progressive parents, she embraced her identity early, but commitment scared her. Vivian wants the perfect life, wedding, house, kids. "I'm not sure I'm ready." The words hung heavy, exposing cracks they'd ignored. Dr. Ellis suggested homework, journal their fears. That night, Vivian wrote furiously. "Am I pushing too hard? Is my dream of a family just a way to prove I'm normal?" Rain's journal entry was shorter. "I love her, but freedom calls. What if settling down means losing myself?" Weeks passed, sessions revealing more. Vivian's mother called one evening, her voice sharp over the phone. "I hear there's trouble. Your cousin saw Rain with another woman at a bar." Vivian froze. How did she know? Rain admitted Alex was there that night, but swore it was platonic now. The lie festered, Vivian's trust eroding. "You're still seeing her?" The fight that followed was brutal, objects thrown, words like daggers. Rain stormed out, slamming the door, her mind screaming. "I can't breathe in this cage. Vivian needs perfection, but I'm flawed." Rain ended up at a friend's house, crashing on the couch. Her friend Jamie, a fellow lesbian who'd navigated similar dramas, listened. "You have to choose, Rain. Hurt her now or drag it out." Rain pondered. Is Alex a symptom or the cause? The kiss had been thrilling, a reminder of single life's excitement, but Vivian's love was deeper, more real. Yet the wedding loomed, invitations sent, deposits paid. Canceling would mean facing judgments from both families. Vivian, alone, called her sister, Lila, the only family member who supported her. "It's falling apart," she sobbed. Lila advised, "Fight for it if it's worth it, but don't lose yourself." Vivian's inner voice echoed. Worth it? After betrayal? But memories flooded. Lazy Sundays in bed. Road trips to the coast. The proposal under the Space Needle where Rain knelt, ring in hand, promising forever. How could that be fake? They reconciled tentatively, Rain returning with apologies and flowers. "I'll cut off Alex completely." Vivian accepted, but doubt lingered like a shadow. Social pressures mounted. At a bridal shower thrown by friends, whispers circulated. "Heard about the drama," one guest said. Vivian smiled through it, but inside she seethed. Why must we prove our love more than straight couples? The event turned tense when Rain's phone buzzed repeatedly. Alex's number. Vivian snatched it, reading "Pleased to meet." "You lied again." The shower ended in chaos, guests awkwardly leaving. Rain chased Vivian home. "It's over with her. She's just obsessed." But Vivian saw red. Obsessed? Or are you leading her on? The confrontation peeled back layers. Rain admitted feeling trapped by expectations. Vivian confessed her fear of abandonment rooted in childhood neglect. They screamed, cried, then collapsed into exhausted silence. By session's end that week, Dr. Ellis noted progress but warned of deeper issues. Society's gaze amplifies your struggles. You must decide if this love withstands it. Vivian thought. Can it? Rain wondered. Do I want it to? The wedding date approached, families arriving soon, unaware of the turmoil. Vivian's father, silent on her sexuality, would attend reluctantly. Rain's parents, supportive but prying, sensed tension. One night, Vivian found Rain packing a bag. I need space, Rain said. Vivian's heart broke. Space? Now. Go then, she replied, masking devastation. Rain left, driving to a motel, her mind in turmoil. Am I sabotaging happiness? Vivian curled up, whispering to herself. Why fight when it hurts so much? The separation stretched, testing their bonds, as external forces closed in. Rain stared at the motel ceiling, the hum of traffic outside mirroring her chaotic thoughts. 2 days without Vivian felt like eternity. Guilt gnawed at her. Why did I leave? To chase fleeting freedom? Alex had texted again, offering comfort, but Rain deleted it. No, this was about facing herself. The fear of commitment bred from watching her parents' messy divorce. I won't repeat that, she'd always vowed, but here she was repeating patterns. Vivian, meanwhile, threw herself into work, designing logos with furious intensity. Her mind replayed every moment. The first date, Rain's laugh echoing in a park, the coming out fights with family. Evelyn had disowned her briefly, saying, "Choose God or this lifestyle." Reconciliation came slowly, but acceptance? Never fully. Now with Rain gone, Vivian faced the mirror. Am I enough? Or do I drive people away? The call came from Rain's mother, Sophia. What's going on? Rain's at our place now, distraught. Vivian's stomach dropped. She'd gone to Portland? We're working through things, Vivian lied, but Sophia pressed. Marriage isn't easy, especially for you too. Society makes it harder. The words stung, sympathy laced with pity. Vivian hung up, anger surging. Why must we be special cases? Straight couples cheat and recover without this scrutiny. Rain at her parents confessed partially. I messed up, kissed someone. Marcus sighed. Love's not a fairy tale, kid. But betrayal? That's a choice. Sophia added. Think about Vivian. She's fought more battles. Rain's inner conflict peaked. They're right. Vivian deserves better. But do I? She drove back to Seattle, determined to fix it. Arriving home, Rain found Vivian packing wedding favors. I'm sorry, Rain said, dropping to her knees. I was scared. Vivian's eyes hardened. Scared enough to run? Tears flowed as they talked through the night, unearthing mired emotions. Vivian admitted, my family's pressure makes me cling tighter. Rain revealed, I feel like I'm losing my identity in us. Dawn brought uneasy truce, but trust was fragile. Then disaster struck. Vivian's cousin, a gossip, leaked the drama online, an anonymous post on a family forum. Vivian's wedding off? Fiancée cheating with another woman. It spread like wildfire, reaching Evelyn. She called furious. This is what happens. I warned you. Vivian defended. It's our business. But Evelyn arrived unannounced, banging on the door. Let me in, Vivian. The confrontation was explosive. Evelyn faced Rain. You did this to my daughter. Rain stood firm. I love her, mistakes and all. Vivian mediated, but old wounds reopened. You never accepted me, Mom. This is why I hide. Evelyn retorted. Because it's wrong. Society agrees. The argument devolved into shouts about faith, choice, normality. Rain's phone rang. Alex again. Evelyn snatched it, reading aloud. See? Proof. Vivian felt betrayed anew. You said it was over. Rain explained. She's harassing me now. But doubt seeded. Evelyn left triumphant. Call it off, Vivi. Save yourself. Alone, Vivian turned on Rain. How do I believe you? Rain's desperation mounted. I've lost control. Is this the price of my weakness? Days blurred into tension. They postponed wedding plans, friends dividing sides. Jamie urged Rain. End it cleanly. Lila told Vivian. Demand truth. Rain met Alex secretly to confront her. Stop this, Rain demanded. Alex smirked. You kissed me first. Admit you want out. Rain's mind whirled. Do I? The temptation flickered, but Vivian's face haunted her. No, she said, blocking Alex. Returning home, Rain confessed the meeting. Vivian exploded. You saw her behind my back? The fight peaked, Vivian throwing the ring. Get out. Rain left again, heartbroken. I've ruined everything. What now? Vivian collapsed, sobbing. Why keep fighting a losing battle? Family interventions loomed. Sophia called a meeting inviting both sides. At a neutral cafe, tensions boiled. Evelyn accused. Your daughter's wild ways corrupted mine. Marcus defended. Love is love. Vivian and Rain sat silent, absorbing barbs. Inside, Vivian questioned. Is this worth the war? Rain thought. Maybe we're not meant to be. The meeting ended in stalemate, but seeds of change planted. Vivian realized her mother's bigotry fueled her own insecurities. Rain saw her flakiness as self-sabotage. They drove home quietly, hands brushing. We can try again, Vivian whispered. Rain nodded, but uncertainty lingered. As high noon approached, bigger betrayals waited, testing their resolve. The family meeting's aftermath lingered like a bad dream, but Vivian and Rain pressed on, rescheduling counseling. Dr. Ellis delved deeper. Betrayal stems from unmet needs. What do you need, Rain? Rain hesitated, then admitted. Adventure, not routine. Vivian countered. Stability, not chaos. The session unearthed moral dilemmas. Was Rain's kiss a forgivable lapse or a sign of deeper incompatibility? Vivian pondered inwardly. Can I forgive without forgetting? The price of trust feels too high. Social ripples widened. At work, Vivian's boss pulled her aside. Heard about the drama. Take time if needed. Humiliation burned. Her private life now office fodder. Rain faced similar at her firm, colleagues whispering. Lesbian love triangles juicy, one joked. Rain snapped. Mind your business. But inside she seethed. Why are we spectacles? Straight affairs get shrugs. Then Alex escalated, showing up at Rain's office. We need to talk, she demanded. Rain's heart raced. This is stalking now. Leave or I'll call security. Alex left, but not before dropping a bomb. I told your fiancé's family everything. Rain rushed home confessing. Vivian's rage ignited. She what? And you met her without telling me. The argument revealed Rain's omission to protect Vivian. I didn't want more pain, Rain pleaded. Vivian shot back. Lies breed pain. Evelyn called immediately venomous. That woman confirmed it all. You're deluded, Vivian. Vivian hung up, but the damage was done. Her father emailed, disappointed. Rethink your path. The rejection crushed her. Family should love unconditionally. Why condition it on my love? Rain comforted her, but tension simmered. In a bold move, Vivian confronted Alex herself, meeting at a park. Stay away from us. Alex laughed. Rain came to me. She's unhappy. Vivian's doubt resurfaced. Is she right? The encounter shook her, leading to a night of soul-searching. Maybe we should pause the wedding, Vivian suggested. Rain agreed reluctantly, the decision a gut punch. We're giving up? But for what? Friends intervened. Jamie hosted a gathering, urging honesty. Rain, you betrayed trust. Own the cost. Lila added. Vivian, don't let fear win. Revelations poured. Rain admitted flirting was an escape from wedding fears. Vivian confessed pushing marriage to validate their love against society. The group dynamic exposed ethical quandaries. Is forgiveness weakness or strength? Damage to others justified? Post-gathering, they walked home, air clearing slightly, but betrayal struck again. Evelyn disinvited them from a family reunion, citing embarrassment. Vivian broke down. They've chosen hate over me. Rain held her, whispering, we'll build our own family. Yet Rain's mind wandered. Can I be that anchor? The pressure mounted. A turning point came when Rain received a promotion offer. In New York. It could be a fresh start, she said. Vivian recoiled. Move? Leave everything? You're running again. The debate raged. Opportunity versus stability. Rain argued. Change might save us. Vivian countered. Or destroy us. Internally, Vivian weighed. Sacrifice my roots for her? Rain questioned. Is this selfish or necessary? They decided against it temporarily, but the seed grew. Alex's final act. Anonymous emails to their circle, spreading lies. Friends distanced, judgments flew. You two are toxic, one said. Isolation hit hard. Vivian's depression deepened. Is our love cursed, she thought. Rain fought back, reporting Alex to police for harassment. The process was grueling, exposing vulnerabilities. Through it, they bonded over shared pain. Late nights talking rebuilt bridges. I choose you, flaws and all, Rain vowed. Vivian echoed, but scars remained. As wedding date passed unmarked, they faced reality. Rebuild or release? Vivian's inner voice. What price for happiness? Rain's, can I pay it? Family reconciliation attempted. Vivian visited Evelyn alone. Accept us or lose me. Evelyn softened slightly. I fear for you. But no full apology. Rain's parents offered support, but distance grew. The couple emerged stronger, yet tested. High drama peaked with a final confrontation. Vivian discovering old messages from Rain's past flings. How many secrets? The fight nearly ended them, both paying dearly in tears and trust. Exhaustion set in after the latest revelation. Vivian and Rain sitting across the kitchen table like strangers. Those were before us, Rain explained, voice weary. I deleted them, but backup surfaced. Vivian nodded, numb. How many layers to this onion? The cumulative betrayals had eroded her spirit, but love's embers flickered. We keep hurting each other, she said. Rain agreed. But stopping now means all the pain was for nothing. They opted for a break. Not separation, but space to reflect. Vivian stayed with Lila, immersing in art therapy. Her canvases exploded with color, channeling inner turmoil. Swirls of red for anger, blue for sorrow. Am I defined by this? She journaled. Rain volunteered at an LGBTQ center, counseling youth. Hearing stories of rejection mirrored her own fears. Society's weight crushes dreams. I've been selfish, she realized. The break clarified priorities. Reuniting after 2 weeks, they met at their favorite cafe. I want us but changed, Vivian said. Rain nodded, no more secrets. They recommitted, planning a small ceremony. No spectacle, just intimate vows. But external forces persisted. Evelyn attended reluctantly, her presence a mixed blessing. During the event, she pulled Vivian aside. I'm trying, but it's hard. Vivian replied, trying is enough for now. The exchange marked tentative healing, but scars lingered. Post-wedding, life normalized somewhat. They moved to a quieter suburb, focusing on careers. Yet, past shadows haunted. A year in, Rain faced temptation again. A new colleague's advances. She resisted, confessing immediately. I chose honesty. Vivian appreciated it, but trust rebuilt slowly. Is vigilance the price? Social acceptance grew, but microaggressions persisted. Stares at events, questions about real families. Deeper awakenings came through therapy. Dr. Ellis helped unpack moral ambiguities. Was Rain's initial betrayal a product of societal pressure on queer relationships? Vivian explored her codependency, rooted in familial rejection. I sought validation in you, she admitted. Rain confronted her fear of vulnerability. Hiding behind charm avoided real connection. The process was painful, each session a battlefield of emotions. Friends reconciled, the circle tightening. Jamie apologized for harsh words. Lila celebrated their resilience. But losses mounted. Some relationships severed permanently. Vivian's father remained distant, a quiet wound. Rain's promotion dream faded, sacrificed for stability. Worth it? Rain wondered. Vivian thought. Love demands trade-offs. As years passed, they advocated for LGBTQ rights, sharing their story at panels. Our journey shows the cost of authenticity, Vivian said. Audiences debated. Society's role in personal dramas? Their marriage strengthened, but not without ongoing work. Betrayals taught forgiveness's limits. Awakenings brought growth. In quiet moments, Vivian reflected. We survived, but at what cost? Rain echoed. Was the pain necessary for truth? Their bond, forged in fire, endured. Was Rain's betrayal ultimately the catalyst for their stronger union? Or a moral failing that should have ended it all?